Sis, I heard from Mom. Is it true you were seriously injured and hospitalized?
Ellie, I'm sorry for worrying you. Thanks for calling.
Are you okay to text now?
I'm fine. I broke my leg, my knee or thigh the femur. I can move my hands fine. I'm okay. I'm in a hospital room, so I can't make phone calls, but at least I can text.
I see. Well, that's great you can text. But when I heard about your accident, I was so surprised. I thought my heart would jump out of my chest.
I know, I was surprised myself.
So, how are you feeling?
The surgery was a success, but I can't walk, so I have to stay in the hospital for a while.
Oh, really? All right.
I'm going to take rehabilitation seriously.
Oh, yeah. I guess you'd have to. I bet you're in pain, too.
Well, it's only been a few days since the accident. I'm still in pain. Still, it's getting a lot better. If the pain gets too bad, I just tell the nurse and she gives me some painkillers. Thank God for that.
I'm glad to hear that, but I can't believe you're in so much pain that you have to take medicine. It sounds like it's really tough. Is there anything you need right now? I'll bring whatever you need, so don't hesitate to ask.
Okay, thanks. I'm okay for now, but if I need anything else, I'll take you up on that.
Yeah, okay.
Kevin, it's your lunch break, right?
Yeah, it is.
Sorry to interrupt your break. I have a favor to ask you.
What is it?
Could you bring a change of clothes to the hospital?
Huh? I'm busy.
I know, but I've been wearing the same clothes since I got into the hospital, so it's about time I changed.
Why don't you ask your mother for that?
Huh?
I'm going on a business trip tomorrow.
I didn't know that. You didn't tell me. It's a 2-hour drive for her, so I can't ask her. So then, can I ask you to bring it this evening?
Don't be absurd. I've got a lot of work to finish up today. I'm not going home early. Besides, I have to be out of the house by 6 a.m. tomorrow morning.
I know I'm asking a lot of you, but I can't bear to wear the same clothes any longer, and I want to see you.
Huh? We're not two lovers who've just started dating. Don't be creepy.
You don't have to go that far.
If you need a change of clothes, just buy some. Why do I have to go? I can't have you calling me every time you need something like that.
Something like that? I'm sick. I can't go out because I can't walk and they don't sell clothes in the hospital. Did something happen at work that made you say that? This isn't like you.
It's your fault. I'm swamped at work recently, and to have you bother me with something as trivial as that, anyone would be irritated.
I'm sorry.
It pisses me off to hear you apologize so easily.
Huh? What should I do then? Even if I don't apologize, you get angry at me. I'm injured, so the least you could do is give me a little slack.
There you go. That's what you really want, isn't it? You got hurt on your own. What are you talking about?
Oh, Kevin.
Anyway, ask someone else to get your clothes.
Okay, I'll ask my sister. But I'm hurt too, and I'm depressed. I don't think you should talk to me like that. Kevin, you've changed lately.
How?
You used to be so kind, and you used to think of me first. But lately, you've become very cold towards me. I noticed it even before the accident. What's wrong? If you have something on your mind, just say it.
Nothing. I'm just busy at work.
I know you've been working a lot of overtime. I think it's hard to be busy at work. But you said you don't want me to cook dinner because you're going to eat it at work. I don't want you to do that.
Why do you have to bring that up now? It's got nothing to do with your injury or hospitalization.
If it's not a time like this, you won't even listen to me. The only time you ever contact me is when you're working late, and you don't need dinner. Put yourself in my position, waiting for you to contact me.
If I had time to contact you, I'd like to get my work done. Can't you even understand that?
You want me to understand how you feel, but you don't even try to understand how I feel.
Oh my god, you're so tenacious.
Sorry.
There you go, apologizing like that again. That's what irritates me.
Oh, come on.
Oh, I forgot to tell you.
What?
I'm going abroad the day after tomorrow, so don't call me unless it's urgent.
You're kidding. When I'm in the hospital?
You just got hurt on your own, that's your problem.
We're married, so it's not just my problem. If If you can't make it today and you're going away on a business trip, I still need a change of clothes. The least you could do is come and see me before you go. Aren't you even worried about me?
Of course I'm worried about you, but one of my bosses at work invited me on a cruise ship trip.
Cruise ship?
I can't go on a cruise ship with you around because you would just complain about it. I thought it's a good time for me to go on a cruise ship. I'm really looking forward to going to a southern island.
You're kidding. I can't believe it. I'm about to go through a very hard time in rehab.
So then let me ask you, what is it I can do for you? Nothing, right? Even if I were there, I can't fix your injury, can I? Rehabilitation is something that only a specialist can do, right?
I guess that's true. You can't fix my injury, but I need you to support me emotionally. Just coming to visit me is enough.
You're really spoiled, Sylvia. Well, and I don't know what's gonna happen in the future.
Why do you say such hurtful things?
Anyway, I'm too busy with work to take care of you. You can take care of yourself.
If you're going to talk like that, I'm done. I won't ask you for anything again.
Yeah, do that.
Oh yeah, whatever, fine. Ellie, I'm sorry, I need a favor.
A favor? What's up?
Kevin is having a hard time. If you could bring a change of clothes to the hospital, that would be great.
Sorry, sis. I'm afraid I won't be able to make it for about 10 days. I'll be totally fine after that.
Oh, really? So your schedule's filled up for the next 10 days? Are you going somewhere?
That's right. I have an overseas business trip starting the day after tomorrow. I have to get everything ready by tomorrow.
Is that so? But I thought you had a desk job, and you have to go on a business trip?
Well, that's because I got promoted, so I was transferred to another department. It's really tough because it's taking time to get used to.
Is that so? I see you're working hard too.
Thanks, it's very rewarding. I'm really sorry I can't bring you a change of clothes.
That's okay. I feel bad because it's so far, but I'll ask Mom.
Yeah, do that. I'm sure Mom will be fine.
I wish Kevin would bring it to me in the first place. He's been kind of cold lately.
It's not his fault. He's busy with work too, you know.
Ellie, what's wrong?
No, it's just that he's got a lot going on because he has a business trip tomorrow. I don't think it's any wonder he can't go to the hospital when you ask him all of the sudden.
Huh? How did you know Kevin's going on a business trip tomorrow?
Oh, I don't know anything about that. You said he often goes on business trips. I just thought that if he said he couldn't come to the hospital, that's what he meant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's right. I know I told you that if you needed something, I'd bring it to the hospital. I'm sorry my business trip got in the way of me helping you out.
Yeah, no problem. By the way, how long is your overseas business trip starting the day after tomorrow?
6 days and 5 nights. Even though it's for work, it's been quite a while since I've been overseas, so I'm looking forward to it quite a bit.
Well, that's great. Have a safe trip.
Yeah, good luck with your rehabilitation, sis.
Thanks.
Sis, I'm in trouble. Please pick up the phone. Sis, what are you doing? Please return my call.
Sorry, I was sleeping. What's going on this time in the morning? And calls aren't allowed in hospital rooms.
You finally answered back. Then texting is fine. It's daytime here.
Oh, that's right. You're on a business trip.
That doesn't matter, sis. It's an emergency.
Emergency? What's going on?
It's really bad. Kevin got lost at sea.
What? Kevin?
That's right. He was on a cruise ship trip with his friends, right? My friend who was traveling with Kevin contacted me. I had a drink once with that friend of Kevin's. He contacted me. He said he didn't have your contact info.
Huh? Who's the friend?
That's not important right now. Anyway, he's someone you don't know. Of course, I guess there's a lot of crew on the boat. When they had some free time on the island, they thought they'd go a little deeper into the island. They went into the restricted area so that the crew wouldn't notice them. His friend swam to the end of the area and was found and saved. But they still haven't found Kevin. I happened to be in the area on a business trip. Anyway, I'll try to visit the location.
Ellie, wait a minute. Wait a minute, are you listening to me?
Sis, why did this happen?
So I told you earlier that I can't answer the phone, didn't I?
Sis, it's an emergency right now. This is not the time to be saying that.
Even so, rules are rules.
Sis, I understand why you don't want to believe that your Kevin is in trouble. Just hear me out, okay?
Something happened to Kevin?
We found him, but he was already in cardiopulmonary arrest. I just arrived at the hospital, but when I got there, he was already gone. His belongings were swept away with him. The rescue team found them and they're here. And they found out it was Kevin.
Ellie, is this true?
I know you don't want to believe it, but you don't think I would lie about something like this, do you? I know you've been in a lot of pain. I can't believe it either.
I know. I can't believe it either.
Yeah, I know.
What I can't believe is that nobody has contacted me.
What? I mean, they didn't have your contact information. I explained that to you earlier.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. But if his stuff was found and it was confirmed to be Kevin's, his wife, I would have been contacted as well, right?
Well, yes, but I have no idea why you weren't contacted.
I haven't heard anything from Kevin's parents either. What's going on?
Huh? Oh, what do you mean, what's going on?
Normally, the spouse, me, would have been contacted immediately, and I am sure his parents would have been notified too. If Kevin's parents knew about this, they would have contacted me immediately. And yet, I haven't heard a word from them. Don't you think it's strange?
Sis, this is not the time to talk about it. You have to work out the details about insurance and so on. You have a lot of work to do, don't you?
I don't care about that. What hospital are you at? And tell me the name of the friend who contacted you. I'll tell Kevin's parents and head over there right now.
I'm here, so you don't have to come.
What are you talking about? My husband is gone. How can I not go see him?
But we're overseas. I'm nearby and you're in the hospital and can't walk. At a time like this, you should let me handle it.
Ellie, you say that, but you're on a business trip, right? Are you sure you don't need to get back to work?
My brother-in-law is important to me. I don't care about work right now. Leave this aside of things to me. You do what you can there.
I was kidding when I said I was going right now. I haven't heard anything from the locals or from my relatives. I'm sorry, but I don't believe you when you just say my husband's dead.
So are you trying to say I'm lying?
Well, it's true that I don't believe you.
That's terrible, sis.
I really want to believe you, Ellie, but this time, I think it would be kind of strange if I did.
Sis, I don't blame you for wanting to escape from reality because you're in shock. But you feel sorry for Kevin, don't you?
Yeah, I thought something was strange.
What's strange?
That he suddenly said he was going abroad. Then you said you didn't care about working as long as you got paid. You getting a career advancement and going on an overseas business trip? I couldn't understand why. On top of all that, both of your schedules just happened to line up at the same time. If you say you aren't lying, then, as I said before, give me the friend's name and contact info. I'll talk to him myself.
I don't know his name either. We just had drinks together once and exchanged numbers. I introduced myself, but I forgot his name. Besides, I told my friend that my sister is in the hospital. You can't even call him. It would be a big hassle for you to get in touch with him.
I've already figured it out.
What?
Ellie, I knew it. You're lying.
You doubt me? I told you I'm not.
If you're going to lie, why don't you do a better job of it? Anyone can tell when you're lying. And you knew Kevin was on a business trip the day before. You knew I asked him to bring a change of clothes. Who told you that? That's impossible.
That's,
I've suspected it ever since.
What?
That you and Kevin might be having an affair.
Huh?
You like Kevin, right? So when I said something, you were angry, weren't you? You've always been a terrible liar, you know.
Sis, what are you talking about? You have other things to do right now. You know, this isn't the time to be talking about cheating or stuff like that.
You won't admit you're lying. Okay, fine then. However, I'm going to tell my parents and Kevin's parents. I'm going to report everything you've told me and our conversation the other day.
What?
Because Kevin might be dead, right? If that's the case, I can't not tell them, can I? I'm going to contact everybody right away. Bye.
Sylvia, what the hell are you doing?
I knew you were alive. You would be, wouldn't you?
Why didn't you believe Ellie? You're crazy not to believe what your own sister says.
Ellie? You guys are so close. If she really were my sister, she wouldn't try and betray me. And she would never have an affair with you, my husband. Besides, her lies were so bad. I knew it was a lie right away. If she were really trying to trick me, she could have done a little bit better of a job of it.
Shut up. I never thought you wouldn't believe it.
What do you mean, shut up? I'm in the hospital with an injury. You didn't even bring me a change of clothes. You lied to me and went off to have an affair with my sister. While I was in rehabilitation, you are fooling around with my sister. Are you kidding me? And she pretended you died in an accident? Did you really think you could get by with that?
It couldn't be helped. Don't keep blaming me.
What? It's 100% your and my sister's fault. Are you saying it's my fault?
Yes, it is. It's your fault that you're not attractive. Ellie's so cute by comparison. Visiting you in the hospital after you've been seriously injured would just be a bitter experience. It's much more fun to hang out with Ellie. After being with Ellie, I felt like I wanted to break up with you and spend the rest of my life with her.
That's disgusting. Then why didn't you just be honest and say so? Pretending that you disappeared from the world in order to break up with me? Are you crazy?
Huh? Why do you have to go that far?
I know what you're thinking. You lied to me because you didn't want to pay me alimony, didn't you? You're really stingy, aren't you?
Shut up.
Getting angry at me just means I'm right. Well, if there's one thing I didn't do well, it was not seeing who you really were. I don't know why I married a scumbag like you.
Say what you want. It's really your fault for not seeing it. I'm only nice to people I really like. I didn't like you much, but you seemed to love me. That's why I married you, so be grateful.
What? Are you telling me you never really loved me in the first place?
How could anyone really love an ugly person like you? You were making good money. I thought I'd take advantage of you until I found someone else I liked. So when I heard you were in the hospital, my first thought was, I can't count on your income.
That's really horrible.
So I decided to make a move. I decided to be with Ellie. But I thought it'd be a waste to pay alimony to a girl like you. You're right. You've got good instincts. So I talked it over with Ellie and came up with a way to avoid paying alimony.
You two are perfect for each other, aren't you? You're both such jerks.
Why do you have to be such a jerk to me? You insisted on marrying me, so I married you. You should be rather grateful. An ugly woman who can't do anything but work. Who else would take you? You're lucky you got married at least once.
Huh. You don't have to say that. I'll never forgive you for what you did to me.
You don't have to forgive me. I'll be happy with Ellie. I don't care what you think about me anymore.
Oh well, say that while you still can. After Ellie spilled the beans, I contacted a private detective. He's gathering evidence as we speak. We already have a lot of proof. Even this text exchange should be more than enough.
Huh? A detective? I didn't hear anything about that.
Why should I tell you? You should be thankful I told you now. I just called their office. They sent me all the evidence they have. This trip, you and Ellie were sitting in the lobby, holding hands and looking at each other.
You're kidding, right?
I'll ask my lawyer to take care of the rest. You won't be hearing from me anymore.
I'm sorry. I'll pay you the alimony, so just drop the lawyer. We're gonna get in a lot of trouble.
What? What are you talking about?
My parents and your parents heard what happened. They're really pissed off.
Of course they are.
Your parents said they're going to disown your sister. Don't you feel sorry for her?
No, I don't. My parents told me about that too. I think it's only natural.
What are you talking about? You should help Ellie. You're Ellie's sister. You should intermediate. You should be helping her.
What are you talking about? Who do you think is in pain? I've been badly injured and I'm in the hospital in severe pain. I'm going through a rough rehabilitation. My husband doesn't even come to visit me or bring me a change of clothes. On top of that, he's having an affair with my sister. I'm hurt and depressed too. I will never forgive you two for the rest of my life.
What? For the rest of my life? It's going a bit too overboard, huh?
Like you, my in-laws are sane, thank God. They bowed down to me over and over again and apologized on your behalf. They must have known you weren't going to pay the alimony anyway. They said they'd pay.
Really? Oh, that's lucky.
And they said they'd make you pay them back.
What?
They said they'll put you to work under their supervision to make sure you don't run away. They said they'll make sure you pay in full what they paid for you.
Oh no.
I've given the in-laws the contact information for the lawyer. I'm sure they're working it out with him. You didn't think I could do anything because I was in the hospital, did you? Don't underestimate me. And you guys are building a house to live in together, right?
Why do you know?
The guy from the detective agency told me. I don't remember you having that kind of money.
Well, I thought that if everybody thought I was dead, I could get the insurance money.
Oh God, I didn't think you were that stupid. Of course, anyone could find out that you're alive if they did a little research. There's no way you'd get the insurance money.
Then what about that house?
I don't know. You'll have to work hard to pay back the loan. Don't ask me about that.
Oh, I know. We'll just get a divorce. I'll get your money from the property division, right?
Huh? There's no way you're getting a hold of that. Most of my savings was saved when I was single. Ever since we got married, you've been stingy with me, but you've been wasting money on yourself. There's almost no savings from after we got married.
Oh no. What are we going to do?
I don't know. It's none of my business. I'm sure you'll be hearing from my lawyer, so make sure you pay up. Tell that to Ellie, too.
Sylvia, you are kidding, right? Don't leave us.
Goodbye. Take care. Thanks to the lawyer, the divorce was successfully granted. I was able to get compensation from both of them. The investigation by the detective agency provided us with tons of evidence. He had no choice but to admit his infidelity. Ellie cried and asked our parents for help, but of course, they did not listen to her and turned her away at the door. The house they were going to build together had just started construction. They paid the penalty and gave up on having their own home. They went back to my parents-in-law's house and were forced to work under the supervision of my parents-in-law. Ellie immediately ran away and they separated. Neither my parents nor I know how Ellie is doing now. After a long rehabilitation, I decided to go back to my parents' house. With the support of my parents' kindness, I am slowly regaining my daily life. I can't just take advantage of my parents' kindness. I'm planning to take good care of my parents when I get well again.
Sasha, I'm really sorry. I took away something precious from you. Sis, what are you talking about? It's about Kevin, of course. Oh, that's right. Sis, you sent me the most ridiculous thing. Since Kevin was hesitating about the divorce, I sent you the divorce papers on his behalf. You're really pushy, aren't you? And I can't believe you would steal your own sister's husband. Well, either way, Kevin and I were destined to be together. Did you really think you could keep such an attractive guy? You're so plain and ugly. Sis, how long have you and Kevin been dating? What? You didn't know? Kevin has been crazy about me for a long time. I didn't notice it at all. Kevin was always nice to me. I never thought he was cheating on me. Well, Kevin is nice to everyone, but he said he was bored with you. Kevin wanted stimulation. He said, dating a beautiful girl like me makes his life more fun. Huh. It's truly pathetic. How incompetent must you be to have your husband taken away from you? Why do you say that? Because it's true. Kevin is tired of you. He's tired of his ugly, boring wife. I don't think so. Even our parents are on my side. I don't have to worry about you at all. Even Dad and Mom? Isn't it obvious? You never had any value to begin with. I really feel sorry for you. Ever since we were little, I was the only one who was cared for, and you were treated poorly. But it can't be helped even though we're sisters. I'm super beautiful, and you're ugly. That's why our parents treated us differently. But I still thought we were family. Family? Don't make me laugh. You're nothing but a nuisance. You're terrible. Kevin is crazy about me right now. He hugs me every night and tells me he loves only me. Maybe he's already forgotten about you. Oh no. Kevin and I got married just a few days ago. But this is the reality. You are so yesterday. I'm the one destined to make Kevin happy. I trusted him. Maybe I'm not a good judge of people. That's right. Have you finally realized that? Your relationship with Kevin was impossible from the beginning. Since when did you plan to take away my husband? From the beginning. Ever since you started dating Kevin. The moment I found out Kevin's family was wealthy. Do our parents know? Of course. They invited Kevin to the house when you weren't there. They supported me too. You're kidding. How can people do such terrible things? You're so clueless. Anyway, I'm going to be happy and I'm going to be a millionaire. And you'll be alone and miserable for the rest of your life. Bye. Hi, Sasha. It's been 2 years since I've called you on the phone, hasn't it? How have you been? Who is this? Oh no, you haven't forgotten me, have you? It's your sister, Marie. Huh? What do you mean? Sis, why are you contacting me? Are you still holding a grudge against me? It's already been 2 years, so you have to forgive me. How can I forgive you? You're the one who stole Kevin, my husband, and sent me divorce papers. Even our parents were on your side. I'm thinking that I should just break off my relationship with them. Kevin is actually a very rich man. His parents are the bosses of a big company. It's no wonder you wanted him so much. That's why you took him away, knowing that. Of course I did. I'm much more beautiful and stylish than you. How could I pass up a chance like that? It sounds like you're just after his money and not really in love with him. Love? I don't care about that. What's important is money and status. If you can have that, you will be happy. Do you really think so? Are you happy with that? Of course I am. And since today is a special day, I thought I'd show off for you. Special day? Actually, Kevin and I got married today, so we are now officially a handsome couple. Wow. And his parents gave us a nice trip as a gift. A trip? That's right. That's what rich people do. They are so generous. You know, it's a super luxurious honeymoon, and we're going to Greece for 7 nights. We'll see the sunset in Santorini, visit the ancient ruins in Athens, and go for a walk on the beach in Mykonos. I'm so excited. Wow. Kevin's parents sent you on such an amazing trip? After all, they are business owners. And we'll be flying first class and staying in the most luxurious hotels. I'm on my way to the airport now. Unbelievable. Believe it or not, it's true. As the woman who was dumped, you should be miserable and sad. At best, you should be on the ground, looking up at the plane with tears in your eyes. No, I'm just saying I can't believe you haven't noticed yet. What do you mean? That plane is full. Huh? The plane that you said you're going to take? I'm actually going to take it, but it's full today. What? You're kidding, right? I'm not lying. Today, I'm leaving for my honeymoon with the man I started dating after my divorce. What? You had a guy? Yes, I did. Oh no. I thought an ugly girl like you would be single for the rest of your life. We were introduced by Kevin's parents, and they gave me a honeymoon as a gift. Why? Why did they give it to you? Because you took Kevin away from me. Their parent-child relationship broke down. Kevin's parents resent you for making their son get married through an affair. No way. But Kevin's parents also gave us a trip with smiles on their faces. So I'm off to Greece now. Let's hope you make it to your destination. What do you mean? Look at your ticket closely. Huh? Cambodia? Wait a minute. When did you... Didn't you have it wrong all along? That can't be. Canceling your honeymoon? You wanted to go to Greece, not Cambodia. Huh. What are you going to do? Of course we're going. Cambodia has some great tourist attractions. Angkor Wat, for example. Angkor Wat. It sure is mysterious and nice. I've heard it isn't very safe there. Are you sure it's okay to go without doing any research? I think so. We are going first class and the hotel is top class. Really? Besides, Cambodia is pretty far away, isn't it? Isn't it a long plane ride? Well, we're flying first class, so we'll be fine. You can sleep well in the reclining seats and the food on the plane is delicious. I see. But aren't you worried about the local food and whether it will suit your body? Don't worry about it. I can adapt to anywhere. Well, if you say so, take care of yourself. I'll be fine. Besides, if anything happens, Kevin will protect me. Kevin? Yes, Kevin is my hero. After all, we're a wealthy couple, so we'll be fine no matter what happens. Do you really think being wealthy can solve everything? Don't you think that's a very naive way of thinking? It's not naive, it's realistic. With money and status, anything is possible. So, where is your great wealthy husband now? He had errands to run, so he went to the airport ahead of me. What kind of errands? Well, I don't know. But don't worry, I'll see him soon. Are you sure? You haven't heard from Kevin? It seems something happened with his parents. Huh? I think you should cancel the honeymoon. What are you talking about? I've been looking forward to it for so long. I'm not canceling it no matter where we're going. Then why don't you get in touch with Kevin first? Well, I don't know. But I can't wait to see Kevin, so I'll drop him a line later. I'll send you a picture when I get there. Kevin, I just arrived at the airport. Where are you? Sasha said something happened with your parents.
Marie, I'm sorry. I can't go on this trip with you.
What? What do you mean?
I got a call from my parents. They're going to cut us off.
Cut us off? Why?
They got mad when they found out we got married. They say the trip they gave us as a present was all a lie.
Lies? But these plane tickets are real.
They're real, but you see where they're going? It's not to Greece, it's to Cambodia. It's economy class, not first class. And the hotel is cheap, not top of the line.
It's that bad?
And I don't think I'll be able to enjoy anything as it is. I did a little research, and the place where we're staying looks like it's not safe.
Oh no, but we love each other, so we'll be fine, right? Let's go together. It's nice to have a cheap place to stay once in a while. I think we can have fun together.
No, I'm sorry. Sorry, I can't. I've decided to break up with you.
Break up? Why?
I woke up to my parents sending me messages about cutting me off. And I realized I loved you, but you hooked up with me for my money. You just loved my family's money and status, not because you love me, right?
That's not true.
You've been trying to get money out of me for brand name goods, fancy restaurants, vacations, and so on. You were trying to pry into our family's financial situation, weren't you?
It's just because I really love you, and I want to know so that I don't have to worry about our future.
You don't think about the future. You've already splurged so much.
That's...
I don't believe you. I can't be with you anymore. We just got married, but I'm divorcing you.
Wait, don't say that. Don't leave me.
It's too late. I'm going to leave the airport now and go back to Sasha. I still love Sasha, and she might still forgive me.
What's that? You said you were tired of Sasha.
Now I realize Sasha was the one who really loved me.
I can't believe it. You're betraying me.
You're the one who betrayed me. I realize what you really are. I won't be fooled anymore.
That's not true. I truly love you, Kevin.
But your actions don't prove it. You always prioritize money and status, and I was only secondary.
No, it's not that. I love you and I wanted to be happy with you.
Happiness? Do you even know what is true happiness?
Of course I do. I was happy.
But I wasn't. I was just pushing myself to meet your expectations.
That can't be true.
It's over. Goodbye, Marie.
Kevin! Wow, I'll go to Cambodia by myself. His parents wouldn't do something like that to their wealthy son. Sasha is jealous of our marriage, and she's just telling a bunch of lies out of spite. His parents might have disowned him because Sasha set a trap. I'm going to prove that I'm right.
Sasha, is this a good time? There's something I really need to tell you.
Kevin, what's wrong with you? Contacting me after 2 years.
I broke up with Marie. I want to start over with you.
Huh? What are you talking about? Are you insane?
I'm serious. I still love you. I don't care about Marie anymore. She just loved me for my money.
You just realized that now?
Yes, I did. It's really too late. I'm going back to you right now, my love. It's true that Marie is beautiful, but inside she has a dark side. It wasn't me that Marie loved. It was my property. But you are different. You love me, regardless of whether my father was rich or not. So marry me again. I'll make you happy this time.
You can't marry me.
What? Why not?
Why? Because I'm already married.
Huh? With who?
With someone your parents introduced me to.
What?
We're on our honeymoon.
Honeymoon? Where?
Greece.
Greece? I wanted to go there too. Sasha, please, forgive me.
How can I forgive you? You betrayed me and married my sister.
It was a mistake. I realized you were my true love.
It's too late for that. I don't love you anymore, and I don't trust you.
No.
I'm happy now, even though it's not about you anymore. My husband, unlike you, loves me with all his heart, respects me and supports me. I also love, appreciate, and respect him with all my heart. We promised each other that we would trust each other and have a happy family.
Oh, no.
You should take responsibility for your choices. I don't want anything to do with you anymore, so this is the last time.
Wait, don't say that. Don't leave me.
Goodbye, Kevin.
Sasha!
Sasha, please, pick up the phone. What is it? I'm on vacation right now. What should I do? I'm in Cambodia. What? You really went there? You went alone? Yes. I can't believe it. You know, I thought everything you said was a lie. There's no way Kevin's parents would do such a thing to their wealthy son. I thought you were just telling a bunch of lies to spite me. I also thought that his parents cutting us off was something you made up. That's why I boarded the plane alone. Made up? What are you talking about? Why would I make that up? Hey, are you really in Cambodia right now? Yeah, but I learned a lot by the time I got here. The plane wasn't really first class. It was economy. And the hotel wasn't top of the line. It was a cheap hotel. And once I got here, I couldn't enjoy anything because of all the scary people around me and the lack of security. I didn't hear from Kevin. I couldn't use my credit card. I didn't have any cash. I'm spending every day in a cheap hotel in Cambodia, scared and anxious. I can't ask anybody for help. I don't speak the language and the food is not good. Sounds like a tough situation. Hey, why do I have to go through this? I was supposed to be spending an elegant time with Kevin in Greece. Why don't you reflect on your actions? What did you do 2 years ago? I just wanted to be happy. Happiness isn't something you take from others. You build it yourself. I know, but right now, anyway, I need your help. Why are you relying on me? We're family, right? You can't act like we're family now. You deserve it. Oh no, Sasha, please, help me. I can't help you. I'm in Greece. Oh no. As you know, we're in the middle of our honeymoon. We're staying at a nice hotel overlooking the Aegean Sea. Greece, I wanted to go there too. Kevin said the same thing. Sasha, please, just lend me some money. Money? I have a credit card that Kevin gave me, but it seems it's been suspended. I have a ticket for the return flight, but I don't know how to get an earlier flight, and I need money until I get back home. Impossible. Sasha! Why don't you contact your father? He might be able to help you under some conditions. Conditions? He told me to pass on this message in case you contacted me. I don't know the details, but it seems to involve Dad's company. He said to tell you this if you ever contacted me. I'm kinda scared. By the way, Dad started a business a year ago. Not that it matters. Anyway, I've passed on the message for sure. My husband's calling, so bye. Oh, hey. Can't you help me? I'm your sister. Sasha! My ex-husband, Kevin, contacted me persistently after that. but I blocked both phone and line because it was depressing. He returned to his parents' house discouraged, but it seems he was not taken seriously at the gate. When he fearfully went to work, as expected, he was eyed scornfully by the employees. In the end, he voluntarily quit the company. He now spends his days living off his low-paying job. His parents, relatives, friends, and acquaintances have abandoned him. Rumor has it that he is lamenting the fact that he should never have cheated on his wife, that he should have lived a more serious life. It's too late for regrets, isn't it? And for my sister Marie, an even more tragic ending awaited her. The condition that our father gave her in order for her to return from Cambodia was that she had to marry with a distant relative in his 60s. Divorce is not an option. In fact, my father's company was on the verge of bankruptcy, and that relative wanted to marry my sister as a condition for supporting the company. The man was almost 30 years older than my sister, and he was the type of man that my sister was physiologically incapable of marrying. My sister married him in tears. She couldn't stand being married to someone she didn't like and tried to run away from home several times. Each time, she was taken back and put under strict surveillance. Maria was forced to live in confinement in the house, cut off from the outside world. She spends her days crying alone in the house. Both Kevin and Marie seem to be suffering in their own hells. I cannot feel sympathy for them at all. On the other hand, I am living a fulfilling life with my kind husband. My first marriage was a mess, but now I am very happy.
Amy, I'm going to stop by my parents' house. I don't need dinner tonight.
What? Again?
What's wrong with going home to my parents?
Not that there's anything wrong with it. If you didn't need dinner, you should have called earlier. You've been visiting your parents too much lately.
I just got a call from my sister. She had to go out for the night. She asked me to take care of the kids.
Speaking of which, your sister got divorced and moved back to your parents' house.
That's right. Sis with 3 kids. I thought I should help her out.
But your parents are both at home, right? You don't have to go out of your way to help, do you?
What are you talking about? My dad and mom can't handle those kids. Amy, you know how my nephews are, don't you?
Well, they're not so much fussy as they are restless. They run around with food in their mouths, and they won't listen to anybody. It must be hard to take care of 3 kids like that.
Right? That's why I have to go and take care of them.
But why did your sister suddenly decide to go out?
She's going out for a drink with friends.
Huh?
What? You got a problem with that?
No. Since you said she had to go out, I thought she was going to work or something. I was a little surprised to hear that she was leaving the kids to go out for fun.
It is what it is. She just suddenly asked me. She's always working hard to raise those kids. I just thought I'd let her take a break once in a while.
That's true, but...
Are you jealous of my sister?
Huh?
You're the same age as her, right? She got married 10 years ago and had 3 kids. And you just got married and don't have any kids yet. Naturally, she is the better woman. You can't stand that I'm nice to her, can you? Am I wrong?
That's not what you think. Besides, Everyone has their own way of life. I don't think people without kids or single people are inferior.
Oh, come on, Amy. You know you were frantic to get married. You've always been a workaholic. That's why you couldn't get married until you were this age, right?
Well, that's true.
You wanted to have kids after all, so you married me, right?
Well...
You should be thanking me for picking you up. And good for you. You met a man younger and healthier than you.
Huh?
Anyway, I'm going to my parents' house today. Maybe I'll just stay there. Amy, don't worry about me. Eat dinner and go to bed first.
What do you mean you might stay over? Ethan, are you ready for the honeymoon?
Huh?
We're going on our honeymoon soon. But you've been going to your parents' house all the time. Are you making preparations for the trip?
Oh, that's right. But you should do it, Amy.
What?
You used to enjoy traveling when you were single, right?
Yes, but...
You've been abroad a lot, right? But I've only been abroad once. It would just be much better if I left everything up to you.
No, I can't prepare for someone else's trip. I don't know what guys need.
No, that's fine. Just play it by ear. You can go through my stuff, so go ahead and prepare whatever.
Oh, come on.
I don't really need anything special. If there's anything I need, I'll put it in there myself later.
Ethan, maybe you don't care about the honeymoon?
Huh? That's not true. I'm really looking forward to it.
Then you don't have to dump all the travel preparations on me, do you?
You're my wife, right? You can at least pack your husband's luggage. If I don't get to my parents' house soon, it'll be a problem for my sister. See you later.
Hey, Ethan.
I'll be busy with my nephews. And don't call me about little details.
What?
Hey, Amy, what's up? As soon as we got off the plane, you took off somewhere. We are on our honeymoon. Don't go off on your own.
I can't believe it.
What?
We're on our honeymoon today. Why is your family coming with us?
Be happy. My whole family's coming with us on our honeymoon. Come on, it's the first time for both my dad and mom to go abroad. I'm glad we got to take care of them. My sister's kids were so excited to be on a plane for the first time.
What do you mean, be happy? Are you stupid?
What? Are you mad at me?
Of course I'm angry. Bringing your parents and sister's family on our honeymoon? Don't you think it's strange?
No, I don't. I think it's better to have more people and have more fun.
Not good at all. This is not a honeymoon. A honeymoon is for 2 people.
That's just what you want.
That means you didn't want to go on the trip, just the 2 of us?
It's not like that. When I went to my parents' house the other day, I mentioned something about our honeymoon. My sister said, "Oh, that sounds nice. I want to go too." I couldn't help but to ask her to come with us.
I'm exasperated.
But I couldn't leave my nephews behind and just take my sister alone. So of course, the kids would have to come too, right? Then my dad and mom said they wanted to go too. So the whole family ended up coming with us on our honeymoon.
So you turned our honeymoon into a family vacation without consulting me.
Well, we're all here together now, so there's not much we can do about it. Let's get back in a good mood and enjoy the trip. I mean, my nephews are running all over the place. I need you to get back here and keep an eye on them.
That's not even funny. I can't believe I have to babysit on my honeymoon.
Wait, you don't like kids?
That's not the case. I've always wanted kids. I can't wait to have them.
I've always thought that for someone who says they want children, you never take care of my sister's kids, do you?
Excuse me?
If you really want children, then try taking care of your nephews who are here now. Think of this trip as a good opportunity to practice parenting. Take good care of the kids.
You're on your own now. I'm not joining you guys.
Oh, you're such a pain in the neck. Do you realize you're an old woman? It's a miracle you married a younger man. Don't be sulky just because your husband's family came along on your honeymoon. We have a room for just the two of us, right? We have a separate room, and I was thinking we could think about having a baby. So, I'm telling you to cheer up and get back here right away.
I was wrong. I had no idea you were so insane and self-centered. Well, I knew something was wrong. When you went back to your parents' house so often, even though we were newlyweds? Just because I'm an older woman, don't think you can just do whatever you want.
Oh, you're such a pain in the neck. You can leave if you have a problem with me. I thought we were going to enjoy the trip with the whole family. By the way, your nephews are so pure and cute. I can't wait to have kids myself. Well, I'm sure you'll cool down in a while. Just be back in time to check in, okay? My mom and dad are worried about you being gone. Hey, Amy, are you still bent out of shape? We're already at the hotel. It's almost dinner time. Get over here. I can't keep an eye on these kids. They're running amok. You've never really taken care of children, so I don't think you know how hard it is. You've probably just been strolling around cooling off, right?
I'm already back home.
What?
I just landed at the airport. Luckily, there was an empty seat on the plane.
What are you doing going back home by yourself?
You told me to. You told me to leave if I had a problem with it.
Of course, I was joking about leaving. Who would seriously leave? This is our honeymoon.
What kind of honeymoon is that? I don't have to deal with your nonsensical values. You were just going to make me take care of the kids when we got there.
We could at least just take care of the kids. I'm not asking you to take care of them alone.
I wonder about that. We once tried to go to an amusement park on a date. Your sister and the kids came with us, didn't they? You and your sister just dumped the kids with me. You two went off on your own to have fun. You made me pay for most of it, and you didn't even thank me. You were going to use me as a babysitter for this trip, while you went off and had fun with your family anyway. I don't want to be used by your in-laws anymore.
But this time, we're the stars of the show, you know. What are we going to do without you, one of the main people?
You're the one who made me get the hotel, the airline tickets, everything. You made me pay for everything and you didn't pay a penny. I even had to pack your luggage for some reason. How is this not being a slave, but being a new wife?
Okay, I didn't know you were so frustrated. I'm sorry I made you do all the travel arrangements.
It's too late to apologize now.
But now that we're here, what can I do? If I see the kids' happy faces, I won't be able to turn them away, and neither will you. So, just come back and cool off. We'll just enjoy the trip as a family this time. And if you want, then we can just do our honeymoon, just the two of us, somewhere else.
How dare you? You're going to make me pay for it anyway, aren't you?
No, I'll pay for it next time.
I'm not listening to you anymore. If you want to get your way so badly, get someone else to do it.
Wait, you don't mean you're divorcing me?
Of course I'm divorcing you.
You're overreacting just because I brought my family on vacation.
We can't stay married if you think I'm overreacting. Our values are too different.
Damn, you've been saying whatever you want to me for a while now, you old hag. You're so desperate to make money that all you do is get old and have no chance with a man.
Go ahead, say whatever you want. I'm divorcing you.
If you divorce me, you may never have children. I'm not going to give you another chance when you come back to me crying. Amy, how are you doing? I haven't seen you for more than a year. Are you still working as hard as ever?
What's up? What do you want now?
I thought it's time to settle down and have a good talk.
Talk about what? I have nothing to say to you.
You don't have to be so cold about it. We've been through a lot since the honeymoon. You just packed your bags and left. After all, I had to leave too, and it cost me a lot of time and money.
Of course it did. You can't pay the rent there on your own salary.
You were making a lot of money. I have a newfound respect for you.
So what? I don't want to hear about your hardships. I'm not interested in your life at all. If you have something to say, can you just get it over with?
Don't be so cold. We used to be husband and wife.
But we're strangers now.
Don't say that. I'm actually regretting it. I wish I'd never divorced you. It was only after I lost you that I realized how much you meant to me. So, why don't you and I start over again?
I don't want to.
Why not?
We don't have the same values. There's no way we can start over.
You don't have to tease me like that. I know you're old enough to have kids, but at your age, who's going to take you? I'm sure you're regretting your divorce right now. I'm worried about you, and I just want to help you.
No, you don't need to worry about that.
I told you not to be so stubborn. You don't want to end up single for the rest of your life, do you?
I'm already married.
Huh?
The guy I married has no physical problems. I have no problems. I know I'm ready to have kids right now. So I know with all my heart that it was the right decision to leave you.
Huh? Wait a minute. Are you serious? There's no way you can get married that fast.
I was surprised myself. I was planning on signing up for a dating service after our divorce. But before that, I had a chance to befriend a business partner. He and I hit it off really well. We have similar values. Soon we started dating on the premise of marriage. We just got married last month and moved in together.
No, wait a minute. What's going to happen to me then?
I don't know. You can continue to live your life as you always have.
But I want to get back together with you too. I'm saying, what about my feelings?
I don't care what you think. You're not important to me.
Oh, come on. I love you so much.
Don't say I love you so casually. The only reason you contacted me is because you need money, right?
What? What are you talking about? I genuinely love you.
Money got tight after you broke up with me, so you wanted to get back together with me, didn't you? After you married me, your lifestyle improved drastically. You bought your nephews all the toys and stuff they wanted.
That's,
You were always taking your sister and the nephews to amusement parks and movie theaters. But I was always the one paying. And you acted like you were paying for it. Even after the divorce, the kids begged you for stuff, and all the money just disappeared, didn't it? You had to move. You had to do all the housework. So you came to me for help, right?
You're right, but...
Or you wanted to take advantage of my hunger and inability to find a man. And then you were gonna spend all my money on fertility treatments.
What? How did you know about that?
Looks like I hit the nail on the head. You're unable to have children.
Actually, yes, that's right. I didn't think that I, as a man, could be infertile. But how the hell would you know? I don't remember giving you the test results.
I knew something was wrong for a long time. Even though my body was fine, and even on a good day to have a baby. We couldn't have a baby, no matter how many times we tried. I was beginning to wonder if there was something wrong with you.
Well, you saw through it all, didn't you? I actually have a coworker who is having trouble having kids. He said it's very expensive to get it cured. I've tried a lot of things, but nothing's worked. So I went to check it out the other day. And sure enough, I was in shock. I love kids, and my sister's kids are so cute. I'd love to get treatment, but we don't have a lot of money.
So you tried to rip me off to pay for the treatment.
I didn't mean to take money from you. I was just trying to get you to help me. You said you wanted a baby too. If I could get better and you could have a baby, isn't that a win-win for both of us?
What do you mean, win-win? You only think about yourself. You knew I wanted kids, and then I married someone who can't have kids. And you want me to pay for your therapy?
I'm sorry, but I need you.
I don't need you. I don't even want to look at you anymore. You call me an old woman all the time. I can't believe you're the kind of man who brings his family on your honeymoon without permission.
I'm sorry for the horrible things I said to you. I'm sorry about the honeymoon, so please reconsider getting back together with me again.
I thought you were too young for me, and this is what I get for it. Thanks to you, I've learned a lot. This time around, I had him checked out first. And when I found out there was nothing wrong, I decided to marry him.
But isn't that kind of sad? If either of you had a problem, you wouldn't have married, right?
Sure, but it's a very logical way to get married. He wanted kids too. We're very happy with the relationship we have.
What the heck? You're the only one who's happy. I have no money. I can't have kids. I'm miserable every day.
You don't deserve to be happy. Don't ever contact me again.
Oh no. Amy, please help me.
Goodbye, scumbag. After that, Ethan called and texted me several times. It was depressing, so I blocked him. I don't know much about what happened after that. I guess it became hard having his sister and her children mooch off him all the time. Rumor has it that he changed his job and moved to a distant city to get away from them. As for me, I got pregnant right after I remarried, and I'm currently on maternity leave. I think it was the right decision to trust my instincts and make the decision quickly. My husband and I are looking forward to the birth of our baby.
Mark, are you gonna be home late again? Are you working late again? Hey Mark, answer me.
What do you want? Yes, I'm working late again. I told you multiple times to stop bothering me when I'm at work.
I'm sorry, I'm just worried about you.
Worried about what?
I mean, you've been working overtime almost every day the past couple of days. You used to come straight home after work. I'm just worried about your health.
I can't do anything about it. I've been transferred to a busy department.
But...
You know what? I appreciate you worrying about my health, but it's annoying when you keep calling me while I'm at work. It's bothering me.
Mark...
I'll probably be home around midnight. Go ahead and have dinner and go to sleep.
Okay.
Haley, before you ask me anything, I'm working late again today, so don't bother waiting for me.
Again?
Yeah, I might have to stay the night at the office.
Are you really that busy?
I've been assigned to be the project leader in a new department. I need this project to be a success. Everyone in my department is working hard. I don't think I'll be able to come home for a while.
I see.
Yeah, so don't bother checking in on me. I'm in charge and I need to be there for my team.
I understand.
If everything goes well, I may get promoted. I'll earn more money if I do. That's better for us, right? If I get a raise, it'll make our life easier.
I guess.
What's the matter? You got something to say?
I'm just a bit sad, but I know you're working hard for us. I'll support you. Mark, where are you? I got into an accident. I was rushed to the ER and I'm still in the hospital. The hospital tried to contact you, but they said they couldn't reach you at all. They also tried calling your office, but they said they can't contact you either. They ended up calling my parents, so my mother is here with me right now. I'm okay, but I broke my leg and I need to have an operation. I'll explain the details later. The doctor said he wants you to come here. So, can you come once you see my messages? I need you here. I'm at St. John's Hospital. I'll wait for your call.
Haley, I just saw your messages.
Mark, finally! Where the hell are you? Can you come to the hospital?
You never listen to me, huh?
What?
I just told you not to bother me when I'm working. The day isn't even over yet. Stop bothering me.
What the hell, Mark? Haven't you read my messages? I was in a car accident.
I know, and you survived.
Huh?
You're alive and you seem well, so why do I need to go? Also, your mother is with you, right? Don't make a big deal over a broken leg.
That's terrible. Aren't you worried about me?
Me worrying isn't gonna help you recover.
They said I might be in the wheelchair for a while.
So what?
What?
I'm busy with work. You're still going to be there for a while, right? I'll come visit when I'm done with my project.
No, I'm gonna go through the surgery tomorrow. I need you to be here to talk to the doctors.
What? Tomorrow? I can't. I have to go on an important business trip. I have to leave tonight.
Tonight? Why so soon? Can't you get somebody else to go for you? Or can you at least go on a different day?
That's gonna cause trouble for my client and my coworkers.
But your wife got into an accident and is going to have a surgery. I'm sure they'll understand.
That's impossible. Don't push it. Do you really want to get in the way of my job that bad? I am responsible for this project. What if this fails because of your selfishness? Are you gonna take responsibility?
That's too much.
I'm prioritizing work than anything else right now. Don't be dramatic. You didn't die, you just broke a leg. You don't work, so I know you won't understand how hard it is to work.
Of course I know it's not easy for you. But I have my surgery tomorrow. I might not be able to walk. Can you at least be here for me this time?
Don't be a baby. It's not my fault you got into an accident.
What?
You were probably zoning out. That's why you got into an accident. You don't train yourself enough. That's why you broke your legs easily. I mean, it's all your fault. Don't drag me into your bullshit.
Why are you being so mean? I didn't want anything for this to happen. I was walking and a truck hit me. It happened out of nowhere.
I see. Then you should blame yourself for having a bad luck.
That's enough.
What's with the attitude?
Mark, I know you're working, so I don't need a reply. I just want to inform you that the surgery went well. Also, I have to ask you something. You said you were going on a business trip. It was a lie, huh? My mother told me everything. We need to talk about that. I don't mind after you finish everything with your work.
Hey, Haley. What was that message about? What are you talking about?
Aren't you working right now? Are you sure you want to be on your phone texting me right now?
Yeah, I'm in the cab right now. Anyway, how did you find out I was lying about my business trip?
It's not a business trip. You're on a trip having an affair, right?
Huh?
I know you've been having an affair for a while now. And it was with my sister.
How did you know about that?
My mother knew about it. She's single and she lives with her. And she's happy about stealing you away from me. She'd get on the phone with you in front of our mother, right?
Seriously?
Mom was planning on telling me about it for a while now. But she's been hesitating. Then, when the hospital called her after the accident, she found out that you've been using work as an excuse, so you won't have to come to the hospital. Mom got so mad about that, and she told me everything.
I see. She knew this whole time, huh?
You were with my sister when the hospital called you, right? Your office said you were on your paid vacation. What was that about? It's absurd, right? You keep saying you were busy with work. Come to find out that you're out somewhere on a vacation with your lover.
All right, that's it. You're right. I'm dating Claire. We've been talking about this trip, and we managed to line up our work schedule. I can't just cancel it for your surgery.
You're not even gonna deny it.
I don't have a choice. I fell for someone else, which happens to be your sister. And unlike you, Claire is beautiful and stylish. If there's somebody like her around my wife, as a man, I wouldn't be able not to look at her.
Wow.
So, how long are you gonna stay in the hospital?
About 3 months.
Oh, I wish you could stay longer.
What do you mean?
If you're away, I have a lot of chance to spend time with Claire. I don't have to worry about you bothering us.
What the hell?
You can stay there for the rest of your life. I'm gonna stay in our place and have Claire move in. You're gonna be paralyzed anyway. Why don't you just stay in the hospital?
You two can never come back. You okay with that?
Huh?
I have a checkup. I'll talk to you later.
Haley, what do you mean we can't come back? Whatever. You can't do anything anyway. I'll enjoy my trip with Claire for another week. Hey, Haley. Please, answer. It's important.
Oh, hey, what's wrong? Why are you freaking out? I thought you're enjoying your trip with my sister.
I just got back from our trip. Why is the room empty? All the furniture and appliances are gone. Did somebody break into our place? What's going on?
Oh, I hired somebody to move all my stuff out of there.
Huh? You had them move?
Yeah.
Where?
What do you mean, where? Of course, to my new place.
Huh? And you didn't inform me?
Is it necessary? You were on a trip having an affair.
Wait a minute. Why would you do such thing?
I'm injured and I'm gonna be in a wheelchair for a while. So I've decided to move to a handicapped accessible apartment.
What? Why would you move out without consulting me?
Consult you? You didn't even come to see me. So how can I tell you about it?
I see. Well, if that's what you want to do, go ahead. I don't want to live in a barrier-free apartment. I'll live with Claire in this apartment.
Huh? What are you talking about? The lease is up for that place at the end of this month.
Huh?
So you have to pack all your things and move out before the month ends. All the furniture and appliances are the ones I was using before we got married. It's mine, so I'm taking them with me.
Wait, end of this month? That's like a few days away. Also, why would you cancel the lease without telling me? What the hell were you thinking?
I've been living in that apartment since I was single. It was also under my name, remember? So why would you care if I cancel it?
But we're married. You can't just do that without telling your family.
Family? You're joking, right? When I got into an accident, you didn't even rush to come see me. And on top of that, you were on a trip having an affair with my sister while I was going through surgery.
Tell me, where is your new place? Me and Claire are moving in with you.
Are you stupid? You're going to let your wife and your lover live together?
I have no choice. I'm getting kicked out of this apartment. I don't have a place to live. Claire can't go back to your parents' house after they found out about the affair.
Stop acting like a brat.
Huh?
I don't want to live in the same roof with assholes like you too. Find a place to live on your own.
But you're in a wheelchair. You're gonna need someone to help you, right?
Don't worry about me. I got my mom was gonna be there for me. She helped me out with everything, even with moving out my stuff. Unlike someone else, she didn't abandon me because of their work.
I mean...
Once you've processed everything, sign the divorce papers. Of course, I'll claim compensation from both you and my sister.
Haley, calm down. Let's talk about it once you're out of the hospital.
What is there to talk about? I don't want to be with you.
No.
You'll hear from my lawyer soon. Bye.
Haley. Haley, I need to talk to you.
What the hell? I'm in the hospital. Stop blowing up my phone.
You told the company about us, huh?
What?
I came to work after my trip. My boss called me in. They found out I'm dating Claire.
Oh, really?
Don't play dumb with me. I got fired for that. What are you going to do about it?
I didn't snitch on you. They found out about it.
Huh? What do you mean?
Let me tell you the reason I got into an accident. I was trying to save someone, and it turns out it was the wife of the president of your company.
What?
When I saw the truck driving toward the sidewalk, I noticed the old lady walking on the side of the road, so I rushed to save her, and I got ran over instead. The president of the company and his wife came to visit me the other day. They were checking in on me. He was thanking me for saving his wife's life. He said if it wasn't for me, his wife would have been injured. He gave me his card, and that's when I found out that he was the president of your company.
What the?
He was astounded. He said the reason you requested time off is because you're going on a trip with your family.
Oh.
So he went around and asked your boss and coworkers. And I found out a lot of things.
What?
He told me that you were lying about being the project leader. You were pretending that you were busy with work, but you were just saying that to meet up with my sister.
That's...
He was mad when he found out about that. He said he can't have someone like you working for his company. Oh, and also, one of your coworkers saw you at some hotel with my sister during work hours.
Seriously?
A scumbag employee like you deserves to get fired immediately. You should give up and better start looking for a new job.
I'm sorry.
Huh? It's too late to apologize.
I'm sorry I cheated on you with Claire. She's just too attractive. I was tempted.
You couldn't control yourself and had an affair. You didn't even come to see me after what happened to me. Not even once. And you think I'm gonna be okay just because you couldn't control yourself?
I told you I'm sorry. I'll end things with Claire and go back to you. I'll take care of you two since you can't walk. I want you to move on from what happened and cancel the divorce.
What are you talking about? You should have known this was coming. Take accountability for your actions.
Listen, I lost my job and I have nowhere to go, and I can't afford to pay you compensation.
You got what you deserved.
Please, forget about the divorce. Or at least, talk to the president of the company. Convince him to retract the termination.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Why not?
When he went around the office and asked about you, your boss and coworkers said you were a lousy worker. You can't do your job right, always late for work, and you have a bad attitude. I thought you were a project leader. Even if they didn't find out about your affair, they were probably going to get rid of you.
No way. I thought I was doing a good job.
Too bad, huh?
I can't divorce you. I'll apologize as many times as you want. I'll do anything. Please, forgive me. I'm begging you.
Really?
I swear on my life.
Then divorce me.
Not that.
Worry about finding a new place to live.
What?
After you leave that apartment, you might crash at your parents' house. But after all you did, they wouldn't let you in.
Huh? What do you mean?
Your parents told me they're cutting ties with you.
What the hell? Did you tell them about the affair?
I never said anything. After they heard what happened to me, they both came to see me. And then they ran into my mom. She told them everything. Your parents were disappointed. They weren't expecting their son to be such a scumbag.
Hold on. Why do you have to go that far? What am I supposed to do now?
Figure it on your own.
You're abandoning me?
You're the one who abandoned me first. I don't have anything to say to you anymore. I'll end this.
Wait, we're not done talking. Do you not care about me?
Hell no. I'll block you now.
Haley, I'm begging you.
Goodbye. Mark kept begging me not to leave him. But thanks to my excellent lawyer, the divorce was finalized. I was able to get compensation from Mark and Claire. After that, they both decided to get married. They managed to find a shitty, cheap apartment to live. However, Mark couldn't find a job, and Claire got fed up with it. Soon after, they broke up. Mark could no longer afford the rent. He ended up homeless and is now sleeping in the streets. I heard from one of his ex-coworkers. He got skinny and had grown his hair and beard. He completely looked different. Claire's workplace also found out about the affair, and it made her feel uncomfortable to be there. She quit her job, and now she had no choice but to work random jobs. I feel sorry for both of them, but they had it coming. After getting out of the hospital, I was in a wheelchair. But after all the physical therapy, I'm finally able to walk. I went back to work without any problems. I can't thank my mother enough for supporting me. When I fully recover, I would like to take my mother on a trip to show my appreciation.
Regina, are you still doing that lame activity? Donating to refugee children, was it? Stop wasting your money on some things like that. Spend it on something more meaningful.
Carol, I'm sorry, but I'm ignoring anything you say. Donating to refugee camps isn't pointless or a waste. Besides, I already cut ties with you.
I'll revoke that severance.
You're the one who got cut off, remember?
Who cares?
Besides, I changed my phone number. So how did you find out?
I asked my precious lovely son, and he gave it up without hesitation.
I knew it.
He loves me so much. Are you surprised to hear from the one you cut off? I wanted to surprise you.
Not really. I knew Jacob was going to tell you eventually. Such a mama's boy.
Okay. You think it's okay for you to act like that?
Huh?
I have good news for you today. There are better places to donate than to refugees, you know. Write to me. Give me your money.
Huh? I knew you were up to something, talking about charity, but why would I donate money to you? It doesn't make sense.
I just suddenly passed out on the street the other day. I was taken to the hospital by an ambulance.
And then?
I was admitted to the hospital. They ran some tests and found out I have cancer.
I see. That's a lot.
And now, it seems like I need surgery. I'm going to need over $30,000.
That's quite expensive.
I know. That's why I want you to pay for it.
Why don't you go set up a GoFundMe or something else?
What? No way. People would look at me in a different way.
There's nothing wrong with it. You need money, right?
Oh my God. Just shut up and pay for it.
Pardon me? Why do I have to? Why don't you ask Jacob?
He's busy with work right now. I can't put him through any trouble.
I'm busy too.
Stop lying. You work from home. You're a content writer, right? You're home all the time. So it's not like you're super busy.
That's not true. I do a bunch of research for my articles, you know.
Stop making excuses just because you don't want to pay. That won't work. Just do what I say. If you have money to give to strangers, then you should have enough money to help your mother-in-law. I'm giving you a chance to do something nice, so be grateful and pay for my surgery. Instead of being cheeky, you should be grateful to me.
I don't understand. I've already cut ties with you. I don't need to do anything for you.
You're cold-hearted. Your family is going through a lot, and you won't even help.
How dare you say that? You never treated me as your family.
That's not true.
And you didn't even help me when I collapsed. How shameless.
Oh, that happened?
Yes, when I had ulcer. I couldn't move because of the pain.
Oh, that. Sorry, but your attitude seemed so hypocritical. Always going on about refugees and such, acting all self-righteous. I just thought it was more of the same drama. My bad.
Really? Remember what you told me when you saw me in pain?
I don't remember.
Now the evil bitch who took my son is finally gone. And I get the insurance money. This is great.
Ah, I remember now. I thought I finally got rid of you.
You don't seem to show any remorse at all.
I thought I could finally get the insurance money. Too bad. You're as lively as a cockroach.
Insurance money?
My smart son got you a hefty life insurance. Everything is for me, for my retirement.
That sounds like something Jacob would do. Luckily, Gregory happened to come back from work and called 911 immediately and saved my life.
Ugh, that was unnecessary. If only he had kept his mouth shut, I could have gotten a lot of money.
You got an earful from him too, right? My life could have been in real danger, you know.
I wasn't happy about that. It's your fault for not taking care of your health properly.
That's because you handle people's lives carelessly.
He's always on your side. Always into stuff like refugees, orphans, donations, and volunteering. You two are always bonding over those nauseating things. It was really irritating. He used to be this big shot in a corporate job, but then, out of the blue, he got all into refugee support and started up a non-profit organization, which meant less cash flow for us. He passed away soon after and left a will saying he'd donate the entire insurance money. What a pain in the ass till the very end.
What a horrible thing to say about your husband. He was indeed a very honorable man. Besides saving my life, I have profound respect for him for numerous other reasons. It's likely that he chose to donate the insurance money to those less fortunate because he believed it would be more impactful than if you and Jacob were to squander it. He saw the potential for it to make a meaningful difference in the lives of those in need.
Whatever! Not leaving any money behind for your family isn't meaningful at all. You're just like him, always coming up with excuses. I really can't stand it. If you're so keen on throwing away money, why don't you hand some over to me? I need surgery right away, and I don't have enough money. You can just forget about those refugees.
You won't get any help by throwing such absurd arguments at me. I don't want to help you.
You have a job, right? Pay for it. You don't want Jacob to divorce you, right?
Of course not.
Okay, then pay me $50,000 now.
Didn't you say $30,000 earlier? It's gone up.
That's what you get for being so cocky. Come to think of it, besides the surgery costs, there will be hospitalization fees too. Just to be safe, should we aim for around $70,000?
I don't understand. I don't want to pay a penny for you.
You've been quite sassy lately, always opposing instead of assisting. I'll be sure to inform Jacob about this.
I'm Regina, 33 years old. Ever since I married her son Jacob, I've been bullied by my mother-in-law, Miss Carol Moore. Despite this, Jacob, who is a big mama's boy, has never intervened on my behalf. However, 2 years ago, when I collapsed due to a stomach ulcer, it was the trigger for Regina and Jacob to be severely scolded by Gregory. Jacob and I decided to move out after that incident. We were finally enjoying a peaceful life. But about 6 months ago, my father-in-law Gregory fell ill and passed away. With Gregory no longer present, Carol's bullying resumed. I was anxious about what would happen next, but I had no idea the chaos that awaited me would be beyond anything I could have imagined.
Get the $50,000 ready right now. Have it ready in your account by tomorrow, and we'll withdraw it together tomorrow. Do you understand?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I know you're making money as a web writer or something. You must have at least $50,000 saved up, right?
It's not savings. It's for living expenses. I'm barely getting by each month, so I don't have any savings. Even if I did, why would I have to give it to you?
I heard what you and Mom talked about yesterday. Refusing to help her and speaking badly of her is beyond low. I'll need $40,000 for her surgery and $10,000 as compensation.
Are you stupid? That's your mother, right? Why don't you help her?
Mom took care of you for a long time, didn't she? It's time to return the favor.
I don't remember her taking care of me at all.
Stop lying. You always dumped all the household chores on Mom. You lied about being bullied by her, making her out to be the bad guy, and sucking up to Dad to bully Mom.
I see you believed everything she said. She was forcing me to do things.
Stop making excuses. Quit your whining and pay for the surgery.
You're her son, aren't you? It's about your own mother, so don't just leave it to others.
You don't care if she dies?
I don't have an obligation to help someone who's given me nothing but trouble.
Are you still trying to lie your way out of this? You were the one making Mom's life difficult. Now that Dad's gone, your games are over. I'll make sure you face the consequences for what you've done from now on.
You saw me being harassed, didn't you? Even though I do all the house chores, she'd go around the neighborhood, acting like she's been doing all the work.
I don't care.
She would slap me, put detergent in my food.
That's because of your bad behavior.
She didn't even bother to call the ambulance when I collapsed. Instead, she laughed. How does that make you think I'm the bully?
It's your fault you collapsed, right? Mom did nothing wrong.
If you see someone suffering, it's common sense to help them.
That's just what Dad told you, right? You and Dad are nothing but hypocrites. You're quick to donate to some immigrant, but you won't lift a finger to help Mom, huh?
Why don't you help her? Anyway, I won't pay for it.
Do you know what you're talking about?
Of course I know what I'm talking about.
All right, then. I'll prepare a little consequence for you. Be ready for that. If you don't have the money ready by tomorrow morning, you'll definitely regret it. What the hell? She's proving to be quite resilient, almost like a cockroach. It's crazy that she's still alive. I thought it would definitely work out, but I ended up sending her to the hospital. Poor thing. Maybe experiencing Mom's suffering in the hospital will make you realize something. Oh, Jacob, you're such a good boy. So considerate of his mommy.
Don't be silly. Do you know what you two have done?
What do you mean? I just gave you a little shove into the road. That's all. You got run over so perfectly. It was so satisfying to see the woman who bullies Mom get flattened.
You don't even show a hint of remorse. It's unbelievable. How can you be okay with doing something like this? You guys are unbelievable.
I warned you I'd punish you if you didn't come up with the money, remember?
My dear son and I will take turns punishing you each month.
That sounds familiar.
Right. I have a good sense of humor. Your actions are undeniably criminal. Do you really think you two can get away with this?
Don't you talk to me like that. It's your fault for not coming up with the money. We were just punishing you, right?
That's right. It's the whip of our love. You're not reflecting at all, are you? I'll be reporting this to the police, and before you know it, they will be coming to take you away.
Go ahead and do it if you can. You tell on me, and I'll divorce you, you idiot.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm already thinking about getting a divorce, so this is perfect.
What? Huh?
Are you surprised? But I've already made up my mind.
Wait a minute. You're divorcing me just because I pushed you?
Getting upset over something like that shows how petty you are. To cause someone this much harm and not realize how serious it is? You probably saw me as too timid to divorce. Even when I got sick with a stomach ulcer before, I only moved out from Carol's place, didn't divorce Jacob. But that was because your dad sincerely apologized. With him around, I could overlook both of your antics. But now that he's gone, and both of you disrespect him like this, it's just wrong. Pushing me into the path of a car? Seriously? It's messed up, and makes me wonder if you're even human. I don't want to be around people like you for another second.
Why are we the ones being blamed here? The one at fault is the person who hit you. We're not responsible for this.
The street was bustling, so it's no surprise I got hit when I was shoved into traffic like that. Besides, the person who hit me sincerely apologized afterward.
Then, let's let bygones be bygones.
Don't end the conversation.
Geez, you're persistent, aren't you? Besides, it's not like the injury was that serious, right? I mean, look, you're able to use your phone just fine. If it were truly a severe injury, you'd be in the ICU, wouldn't you?
I was there until 4 days ago.
What?
Blood was pouring from all over my body, and my head was split open. It took several days before I regained consciousness.
Oh, really?
You never came to visit me even once. I guess you never knew.
But we didn't take your life or anything.
Are you sure about that?
What?
I mean, my heart stopped once during surgery.
Seriously?
They were able to bring me back with chest compressions, but it seems even the doctors were rattled by the incident.
Seriously, but it's a good thing you survived.
That's right. There's no need to get so angry about it. Even if it was just for a moment, you took someone's life. Even though I survived, your actions, pushing me into the road with clear intent to harm, constitute attempted murder.
Stop exaggerating. You don't have to be so dramatic. Exactly. Anyway, you're alive, so stop dwelling on it.
This is something I just can't let go of. It's going to haunt me for the rest of my life.
Oh, for God's sake, shut up. So, if you're out of the ICU, you'll be discharged tomorrow, right?
Huh?
You're already in the clear, but I won't survive without surgery. So tell the doctor to discharge you tomorrow. Even with a severe injury, you can work a bit, right? Hurry up and prepare $80,000 for me.
It's increasing again.
Of course. It's the penalty for not preparing the money by the deadline. For each day you're late, the penalty increases by $10,000.
That's absurd.
If you can't come up with the money, just die. Then, we can use the insurance money to pay for the surgery. If working is too much of a hassle, I think that will be easier. If you don't like that, then hurry up and get out of there. You'll just have to live as our slave for the rest of your life. Ha 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 ha. Good luck. Ha 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 ha.
Hey, you guys. Do you even hear what you're saying?
What? What's with that tone? What's wrong with you, all of a sudden?
Oh, man. Seriously? I've had it. I won't hold back anymore.
Huh?
Causing serious harm to someone without a shred of remorse. And then, not only that, but also trying to push someone who's already badly hurt beyond their limits. And now, you want me to die? You're really crossing the line, you evil bunch.
You're calling us evil?
Who else could it be? You keep disrespecting me.
How dare you speak to your husband's mother like that? I've always found you to be disrespectful. Your behavior worsened after the accident when you hit your head.
The accident had nothing to do with it. I've never been able to stand you guys.
Calm down, Regina.
How can I calm down? Anyway, I'm filing the divorce. I'm reporting you guys to the police.
Are you serious?
I sure am.
Then what about the money for the surgery? Don't tell me you can't pay for it.
Of course not. I don't have a single penny to give you.
Stop kidding around. I won't forgive you for this. If you don't come up with the money, Mom will be in trouble.
Shut up. Who the hell do you think you are? Do you know where you stand?
What?
I've had it with a bullying mother-in-law and a mama's boy. Both of you deserve to rot in prison.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. I apologize for bullying you. I'll accept you as part of the family from now on. Come on, Jacob. Apologize too. I apologize too. I'm sorry. So get in a better mood, okay? Prison, the police, it's not that big of a deal. I apologize to you, so that's enough, right? So please, pay for my surgery.
Hell no. Don't think everything is suddenly okay just because you two apologized.
Huh? Huh?
Do you seriously think your actions up until now can be brushed aside with such a shallow apology? You're kidding, right?
What? We're apologizing from our heart.
Do you think a simple apology is enough to resolve such deep-seated issues?
It's unacceptable for you not to accept our apology. This is not a half-assed apology. It's really sickening to be forced to bow down to such a bitch. Unbelievable.
You really are something else, aren't you? Once I'm discharged, I'm cutting ties with you. Goodbye.
Please, don't do that. I can't have you cutting me off now. I don't have the money to pay for the surgery.
Of course you don't. You're spending almost all the money you earn on investments. Carol lives on a pension, right?
Yeah, so just help me out with the surgery expenses.
I can't afford it.
Even just half of it.
I need to pay my own medical bills. And I'm also busy talking to the police about my injuries.
Don't do that. We're gonna go to jail if you do that.
You deserve it. It's better for you so you can reflect on what you did to me. You can go to hell for that. And just for the record, you'll never get anything from me when I die. I will donate the insurance money to a non-profit organization that helps refugees. Try to be better and don't do anything stupid. After that, I talked to the police about everything that went on. The texts and surveillance footage played a crucial role, leading to the arrest of both individuals for attempted murder. After getting out of the hospital, I wrapped up my divorce with Jacob and made a fresh start far away. Thanks to my job as a freelance content writer, I've been able to work from home. Even after moving, I am taking care of my health while earning a living. Money hasn't been a worry. On the other hand, Carol couldn't afford the surgery and passed away. It seems Jacob, left alone, is feeling down in prison. I can only say that he deserved it. I've cut ties with those two unreasonable people and started a new life. Moving forward, I intend to work at a pace that suits me, prioritizing my own happiness and involving myself in modest charitable endeavors.
Madison, I heard that your house is finally finished being built. I heard about it from my son, Rob.
Yes, we did. It's been a long road, but it's finally completed. We haven't bought all the furniture and appliances yet. So, it's a little inconvenient to live here.
Oh, I can at least buy you some furniture.
What? That's not necessary.
No. Don't be shy. You'll want nice furniture that you can use for a long time.
No, you don't have to do that.
Besides, according to Rob, I heard that you paid for the entire house already.
That's right. It's always been my dream to own my own home. I've worked hard to save money since I was a little girl. When I got a job, I continued to save money. I was able to build a new house with all those savings.
That's great. Rob was so happy too. He used to live in a small apartment. He's happy to finally live in a spacious house. You know, he's into motorcycles, right? He's going to build a garage for his bike at the new house. He's so excited.
I see. Well, for the cost of building a garage, that's something I'm going to ask Rob to pay by himself.
You're right. That's something he can do himself. By the way, I'm going to plant my favorite flowers and vegetables in the garden. I'm going to enjoy growing vegetables.
What?
Rob told me about it. He said the garden is big enough to park several cars. A vegetable garden has been a dream of mine for many years. Oh, I'm so excited. What shall we grow?
What? Wait a minute. What do you mean by vegetable garden?
Oh? Did I say something funny?
No, you're trying to start a vegetable garden. You mean in the garden of the house where you live now?
No, that's not what I meant. Our yard is too small for a vegetable garden.
So?
Of course, you'll let me have a vegetable garden in the yard of the house you built.
But, mother-in-law, Rob and I are both busy with our jobs. I'm afraid growing vegetables will be a bit difficult.
Huh? What are you talking about? I'm not asking you to grow them yourselves. I'll take good care of it, so don't worry.
But, isn't it hard to commute from your house?
Commute? No way. I'm moving there too.
What?
Why are you surprised? I'll send my stuff there as soon as I'm ready. When I bragged about it to the neighbors, they were all jealous. They said what a wonderful daughter-in-law you are to build us a new house.
No, wait.
What?
Don't tell me you're trying to move in with us without asking. We've never talked about this before, have we?
There's no way I would just decide that by myself. Well, I am the one who said I wanted to live together. But Rob also agreed I could move in. Madison, you built a house with many rooms with that intention, right?
No, that's not why. It's for when we have children in the future. That's why I built more rooms.
Oh, I see. But Madison, you won't be living in the new house. So it doesn't matter if I live there or not.
What?
You really are a kind person, aren't you? You're giving a splendid house as a present for us, mother and son. Rob also said that he can't thank you enough.
Mother-in-law? What are you even talking about? I didn't even know that you were planning to move in with us. And now I'm not going to live in the new house. I don't understand what's going on.
Huh? What are you saying, Madison? You are divorcing Rob, right?
What? Divorce?
Rob is going to live with his new wife. He and his new wife and me will live in the new house.
A new wife?
I guess you could call her his girlfriend since they're not married yet. Well, it seems like he's going to marry her sooner or later. I feel sorry for you, but there's nothing I can do about it, right? I mean, I know you're good at your job and you make a lot of money. But you're older than Rob. And you're far from beautiful.
Okay.
According to Rob, his new wife is 10 years younger than him. And she seems to be a very pretty young lady by today's standards. I haven't met her yet, but I'm sure she's a good girl because Rob chose her.
No, wait. Does that mean that Rob is cheating on me?
Well, at this point, it might be called cheating.
You're fine with your own son cheating on me?
I'm going to support Rob. If he's going to have a new wife, I want her to be a pretty young bride.
I can't believe it. I'll check with Rob right now.
Okay, but please don't blame Rob too much. The reason why Rob dumped you, Madison, it's because you weren't attractive as a woman.
But that doesn't mean you can just take over the house I built.
Taking over the house is not a very nice thing to say. Why don't you just give us the house?
That's enough. Anyway, I'll ask Rob what's going on. Hey, Rob! Rob! What's going on?
What the hell, Madison? You've been so annoying recently.
I have something I want to talk to you about right now. Pick up the phone.
What do you want to talk about? I'm on the train right now, so I can't answer the phone.
Then just text with me. I just heard from your mother. She said you've been cheating on me. And about the new house I built? She said you plan to live there with her. What the hell are you thinking?
Oh, that's what you're talking about. I knew I had to tell you sometime. But if I told you about her too soon, then I was afraid you'll say you don't want to build a house after all, right? That's why I kept it a secret until the new house was finished.
What the hell? You had me build you a house with the intention of moving in with a woman you're cheating on me with? That was your plan from the beginning?
Well, yeah, I guess that's what it comes down to. Sorry, Madison. Mom also wants me to marry a younger girl. I'm divorcing you now that we've completed my dream home.
You're the worst. So you've been betraying me all along? While I've been working so hard to find land and have meetings with the house builder? You were cheating on me without a care in the world, weren't you?
Well, I didn't think you'd be so dramatic about it. You may be good at your job, but you don't seem to have a woman's intuition.
Please, don't make fun of me. I was so preoccupied with work and building the house.
Well, thanks to you, I had all the time in the world to date my girlfriend. Thanks for working so much on the house.
That's terrible.
Well, you're not needed anymore, so please go away. I'm done with you now that I've got my own house.
You've got to be kidding me. I bought this house.
Thanks for the full payment on the house. I love that I don't have a mortgage. Sorry though, Madison. I made you build a house that you can't live in. I'll live in this house with my new wife and my mother. And you can go somewhere else and leave us alone.
Okay, I'll leave.
Oh? You're being very agreeable, aren't you? I thought you'd make more of a fuss, but thanks for accepting it so well.
I can't seem to get through to you, so I'll let you go.
Oh?
I'm going to give up this house as you wish. In exchange, I'll give you hell.
Huh?
I'll divorce a scumbag like you in a heartbeat. Don't you ever come near me again.
Yeah, that's what I want. Don't you come crawling back saying you want the house after all. Okay?
Don't worry. I built this house, but I won't miss it.
Well, that's good. Don't get in the way of our life.
Hey there, Madison. I have a favor to ask.
What's wrong?
I was wondering if you could come home after all.
Huh? Come home to where?
Where? The new house you built.
What are you talking about? I was just recently evicted from that house.
That's the thing. The girl who says she's my son's girlfriend is one hell of a woman. As soon as I moved into the new house, she said I didn't hear anything about moving in with an old lady. She tried to force me out.
Oh my.
I thought he picked a nice, sweet girl. She was totally different from what I expected. She's scary.
Oh, wow.
And she can't even do a single household chore. She wants me to do all the cooking, cleaning, and laundry. And if I give her even the slightest suggestion, she yells at me, "Shut up, you old hag!" I don't understand why Rob decided to marry that woman.
She sounds like a very bossy girlfriend.
This is no time to make jokes. You have to help me. If this continues, I'm really going to be kicked out. I tried to appeal to Rob, but Rob immediately tried to defend her.
But you wanted to live with her too. You have to get along with each other, don't you?
It's impossible. Her language is foul, and she tries to boss me around. I feel like I'm going crazy just being with her. It's terrible to have such a person as a daughter-in-law. If this is the case, I'd rather have you.
Oh, gee, thanks.
Hey, Madison, please come back. If you come back, I might be able to get rid of that young woman.
What are you saying? I'm divorcing Rob, right?
No. No divorce, please.
You're too selfish to talk to.
What?
I've gotta go now.
Wait a minute, Madison.
Okay, bye.
Madison, oh my god. Madison, please, answer the phone.
Huh? First your mother, now you. What do you want? I'm busy.
What should I do? She moved out. She said she can't live with my mother. She said she's breaking up with me, so goodbye.
Oh, you mean she's a crappy girlfriend?
Crappy girlfriend? Did you hear anything from Mom?
I got a text from your mother yesterday. She said something about her and your girlfriend not getting along.
I'm at a loss. I was hoping the women would get along.
Maybe your mother and her had a fight?
Maybe. They argued about how to divide the household chores. Mom lost her temper and yelled at her to get out. And she got mad too. She said she didn't want to live under the same roof with this old lady. So she packed up her stuff and left.
Well, I guess it's understandable.
Why?
Because neither she nor your mother had ever met each other before. They didn't know each other and suddenly they're forced to live together.
Well, yes.
And she didn't even ask your mother to move in with her. Well, she's not going to be happy about it. It's no wonder they fought.
I know, but what am I supposed to do now?
I don't know.
I worked with my mom to get the three of us a place to live. We bought all the furniture, appliances, dishes. And now she's going to leave me in a week? It's awful.
Then why don't you change your mind and find another woman? Until then, why don't you and your mother just live happily together?
What are you talking about? No woman will go out with a man who lives alone with his mother.
Then, kick your mother out of the house. Just like you kicked me out.
There's no way I can do that. Besides, my mom's already sold her house. So she has no choice but to stay here.
Well, I guess you won't be finding a new girlfriend for a while. You'll just have to find a woman who is willing to live with your mother.
So, Madison, won't you live with me again?
Huh?
You wanted to live in the home you built, didn't you? Mom also wants to see you. Come back, after all.
You cheated on me and kicked me out. What are you talking about now?
That affair was just a passing fancy. Now that I'm living apart from you, I've finally seen the light. You'll always be my number one. So, will you come back to me? Me, you, and Mom, the three of us will live together.
No, I've already started building a new house. I'm not going to live with you guys.
Huh? You're building a new house?
Yeah, I just found a nice piece of land. I decided to build a compact house. Something manageable for a single-person household.
No. What are you talking about? We just finished a new house. Besides, you don't have the money to build a house anymore.
I can afford it.
Bullshit. You must have almost used up all your savings.
It's true that my savings have dwindled considerably. I just need to sell the new house we just finished.
What?
I can build a new house with the money from the sale.
What nonsense are you talking about? This house has just been finished. It's my house. You can't just sell it on your own.
Your house? What are you talking about? I'm paying all the bills, okay?
But you and I are married, and the deed should be in my name as your husband, right?
Are you stupid?
Huh?
The house, the land, everything is in my name.
What?
You're so dumb. You didn't even know whose name the house was in. Well, you left all the house building and annoying paperwork to me, didn't you? And in the meantime, you were cheating on me, so you didn't know anything at all.
Are you kidding me? I thought it was in my name. I didn't realize it was in your name.
So I'm going to start the process of selling the house as soon as I can. So you and your mother need to get the hell out.
I don't understand. Where are we supposed to go? We don't have a home and we can't live in this new house anymore.
I don't know anything about that. Well, good luck with the move.
Madison, I heard from Rob. You're going to sell this house?
Yes, and I just built it. It's in a good location, so I think it will sell for a good price.
Please, don't do something stupid. We just moved into this brand new house. If you sell the house, Rob and I will have no place to live.
If you want to continue living in the house, you could buy it from me.
What?
I'm fine to sell it to you. But I'd like it in one full payment, please.
One payment? That's impossible, of course. You should give us the house for free.
There's no way I'd give away something with such a high value for free. If you can't afford it, then get the hell out. Besides, you sold your own house, right? You can buy it with that money, can't you?
Don't be absurd. My house was in the countryside, the land was cheap, and the building was dilapidated. Even though I sold it, I didn't make that much money. Besides, the money I did make, I used most of it to buy furniture and appliances for our new house.
I see. Then I can't give you my house. Give up and find another house with Rob.
What a rude daughter-in-law you are. I've asked you so nicely, and you won't even give up one of your houses.
Daughter-in-law? I'm not your daughter-in-law anymore. I'm divorcing Rob.
Wait! I told you not to divorce before. That's right. If you get back together with Rob and come back to this house, everything will be all right, won't it?
I'm not going back to that house.
It's your home that you built. It would be a waste to let it go, right?
That's right. It's a home I worked so hard to build, and I'm sad to let it go. But now that it's been ruined by an insane and idiotic mother and son, I can't bring myself to go back.
Idiotic? Oh, what a rude daughter-in-law.
I'm not your daughter-in-law anymore. I'm going now. We aren't related anymore, so please don't contact me again.
Madison, wait! Don't abandon us!
After that, Rob and I were successfully divorced. I sued Rob and the woman who he cheated on me with. Rob wanted to keep living with his girlfriend. Rob had bought a lot of expensive furniture when he planned to live with his mother and his girlfriend. After he paid me, his savings went to zero. Now, they are living together in a small, shabby apartment, while cutting into his mother's meager savings. They fell from a comfortable life in a newly built house to a life of extreme poverty. Both Rob and his mother are lamenting, saying, "It wasn't supposed to be like this." I guess they deserve it because they forcibly took over the house I paid for. Incidentally, the house I built was sold immediately. I am glad that I was able to let it go without incurring a loss. Thanks to that, I will be able to build a new house that I am happy with. Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.
Next month, I need $5,000 for car modifications. Take it out of your savings.
5,000? There's no way I have that kind of money.
Don't lie. You're a housewife. You should be saving money every day.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm already cutting back on caregiving costs and living expenses as much as possible. What else am I supposed to do?
That's not my problem. Figure it out.
Figure it out? Do you not see how absurd it is to rely on me for this?
Ugh. What's wrong with me spending money on my hobbies? It's a matter of pride as a man.
Are you seriously asking me to ruin our finances for your pride?
Stop exaggerating. You're just a housewife. It's not like you're struggling.
You have no idea how hard it is to handle all the caregiving and housework you dump on me.
It's my dad we're talking about, so it's only natural for you to take care of him.
It is not. It's insane for you to shove all the responsibility onto me while you do nothing.
Oh, come on. Don't act so high and mighty when you're doing nothing while I'm working.
Even when you're out drinking, I'm up all night taking care of him.
That's not my problem. Doesn't concern me.
You're so selfish. Even he noticed your attitude.
I couldn't care less what my old man thinks. It's your job to take care of him.
You've abandoned all your responsibilities as a son.
If you want to talk about responsibility, then shut up and work until his inheritance comes my way.
I can't believe this is how you think.
Anyway, just get the money ready. If you won't, go out and earn it yourself.
If you expect me to work, are you going to take over caregiving?
Not a chance. Isn't this what you signed up for when we got married?
I didn't expect to be treated like this when I got married.
You're just naive. Stop getting in my way.
I'm so tired of your behavior.
If you hate it so much, then go ahead and file for divorce. Just make sure you leave my dad behind.
Stop treating him like a tool.
Tool or not, he's worth money.
You're the lowest of the low. Hey, can I ask you a favor?
What is it?
Well, I've been trying to brush it off, but I'm not feeling well. Can you take care of your dad just for tomorrow?
Why the hell should I have to do that?
I've got a fever. It's so bad I can barely move. I just took my temperature and it's almost 104. That's not normal and you know it.
So what? Don't dump it on me just because you can't handle it. Stop being so weak.
You don't have to say it like that. I really can't move.
You're just using that as an excuse to slack off. Let me make it clear. I'm not buying it. You're such a useless wife.
My head is splitting. I'm dizzy and I can barely stand. And if your dad catches it, you'll have to deal with that too.
That's your fault for not taking care of yourself. You brought this on yourself, so don't expect help from me. It's got nothing to do with me.
I can't believe this. I've been doing everything and now I have to deal with this from you.
It's my dad, so of course it's your responsibility as my wife to take care of him.
What kind of logic is that? For 15 years since we got married, I've been taking care of him all by myself. Don't you think it's about time you helped even just a little? I'm at my limit. Just this once, please.
No thanks. There's no way I'm letting your problems ruin my plans.
Why not? You're off work tomorrow, aren't you?
Exactly. And because I'm off, I have plans. Unlike you sitting at home without a care.
Let me guess. Another night of drinking?
Whether I go out drinking or not is my business. And besides, you should be grateful I'll let you be a stay-at-home wife. Your job is to handle everything at home.
Grateful? Just because you made me get a caregiving license doesn't mean I signed up to do this forever.
And why do you think I had you get that license? So you could actually use it. What the hell are you complaining about now?
You get to do whatever you want, even on weekends, but I haven't had a single day off in 15 years. That's not fair.
Not fair? That's because you're not trying hard enough. I'm busy, so figure it out.
You've no right to tell me I'm slacking when you've been drinking and going out on your days off. You spend your weekends drinking and enjoying your free time. I don't have time for anything between housework and caregiving.
What are you talking about? You don't even work. You just sit at home and rest all day.
I'm telling you, I don't have any time for that. You won't even let me go to the hairdresser, so I cut my own hair. You won't let me go to the doctor either. I can't take this life anymore.
Then why don't we just get divorced? I'm not lifting a finger to take care of my dad, so he'd just be left to die.
Oh my God.
Don't forget, he helped out when your parents' business was in trouble. You said you owed him, didn't you?
Yes, it was saved thanks to him. We paid back all the money, but I still feel an enormous debt of gratitude that I could never repay.
Well, if you can abandon him now, I'm ready to file for divorce whenever you are.
You're saying this because you know I can't. You're awful.
Once he passes away, I'll set you free. Or better yet, I could increase the salt in his food and speed up the process.
What are you even saying? There's no way I could ever do something like that. I can't believe you.
Can't believe me? Think about it. If he's gone, everything works out. I get the inheritance, become rich, and you get your freedom. It's a win-win. Brilliant idea, right? This is the kind of clever thinking I'm capable of.
I could never do something so ungrateful and heartless. No matter how hard things get, that's not an option for me.
Suit yourself. In that case, you'll just have to keep being my slave, working for me. Oh, and I've decided I won't give you any money for this month.
What? You promised to provide living expenses. Why are you suddenly saying this?
Listening to your complaints has completely killed my motivation to pay. You're so irritating.
Don't be ridiculous. You haven't given me a dime for months now. I've somehow managed to keep the household running, but I can't anymore. And the joint savings account you took without asking? When are you going to return it? How am I supposed to keep our lives going?
Then use your own savings. Can't you at least figure that much out?
I don't have anything left. Because you stopped giving me money, I've used it all for your dad's caregiving and our daily expenses. What do you expect me to do now?
Ugh. So what? Ask him for money then. You should be able to handle that much, right? Why don't you just do it?
Why should I have to beg him when you're working and earning money? You're the one who should take responsibility as his son.
You're such a pain. You say no to everything. You're completely useless as a wife. All you need to do is handle the housework and caregiving, and you can't even do that properly.
You only care about yourself and dump everything on me. You have no right to say that. I'm at my limit. I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, cry me a river. Your whining is exhausting. I'm not giving you a single cent, and that's final. I'm done humoring your demands. If you've got nothing else to say, stop wasting my time. I'm out.
Wait. Please, listen to me. Can't you even try to understand how I feel?
Understand? Why should I? This has nothing to do with me. You decided to take it all on yourself, so don't shove it onto me now.
Took it all on myself? Do you even realize how much I've been struggling? You have no idea. None at all. Why did things have to end up like this? My name is Liz, 40 years old. I've been married to Adam, who's 3 years older than me, for 17 years. Shortly after we got married, his father required caregiving, and I had neither the time nor the energy to have children. At first, Adam was caring and actively helped with his father's care, but at some point, he began finding it troublesome. Using work as an excuse, he completely pushed the responsibility onto me. I want to divorce him, but he constantly used his father as a shield. And between caregiving and housework, I couldn't even find time to look for a job. One day, while feeling hopeless about my life, I received a shocking message from Adam.
So? You must have had a great time thanks to me, right? You're welcome. How was your long overdue trip to the salon?
Getting my hair done felt amazing. Every time I look in the mirror, I think, wow, I really needed this. Thank you, honey. Honestly, I was surprised when you said, go get your hair done for a change. I couldn't help but wonder if there was some hidden motive behind it, though.
Haha, seriously? You thought I had some ulterior motive? Do I seem like the kind of guy who'd do something like that? But hey, sharp thinking. Gotta say, I'm impressed.
Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
Oh, nothing. I was just surprised you'd even think to question me like that.
Really? Well, you can't blame me for being suspicious. You're not usually this thoughtful, you know?
Oh, come on. Give me a break. I can be nice once in a while, but if you keep this up, I might stop doing anything for you altogether.
You're right, but I can't help feeling uneasy about it. Something just feels off.
Wow, you're sharper than I thought.
Huh?
Well, here's the thing. Your sister Jane is pregnant, so I need you to sign the divorce papers within 7 days.
What are you even saying?
Exactly what it sounds like. She just told me she's pregnant with my baby. Isn't that great news?
Hold on. Why are you even mentioning my sister? You're kidding, right? This is some sort of twisted joke, isn't it?
Do I sound like I'm joking? And why would I make such a joke? I'm about to be a father here. I don't have time to mess around with you anymore.
No way. No, this can't be real. I specifically told you to stay away from her. We even agreed on it.
Yeah, I remember. You told me all about how she's always stolen your guys since you were young. Honestly, I thought that story was pretty hilarious.
Hilarious? It's true. She's done it all my life, and you knew that. How could you do this to me?
Honestly, I think you're overreacting. Sounds like a bit of persecution complex to me.
Persecution complex? Are you kidding me? Do you even understand the things she said and done to me?
Come on, think about it. She's 8 years younger than you and drop-dead gorgeous. Guys aren't just going to ignore her. If anything, they're chasing her, not the other way around. So maybe the problem isn't her.
She's the type who actively goes to her target's workplace. Don't you think that's weird?
Yeah, now that you mention it, the first time I met her was near my office. At the time, I thought it was just a coincidence. But now that I think about it, it might have been planned.
See? That's exactly what I mean. I don't know what she's trying to pull, but how did it even come to this?
From what she told me, her ex broke up with her, and she came to me for advice. She was crying, and I just couldn't ignore her.
Advice, huh? She always thinks she can get away with anything just by crying. But you? Falling for it so easily? I can't believe you.
I told you. I couldn't just leave her like that. I have a weakness for tears. And well, before I knew it, we started falling for each other. Love works in mysterious ways, huh?
Since when?
About a year ago.
What? Oh my God.
Can't believe you didn't notice. You're seriously clueless, huh?
I didn't have the luxury to notice. And a year ago, that's when you stopped giving me money for the household.
Well, yeah. I wanted to spend it on her instead.
You're the worst. After everything I've been through, this is how you repay me?
Quit whining. The divorce papers are on the table. Sign them and turn them in.
This is too much.
You wanted a divorce too, didn't you?
I did. But what about your dad?
Oh, I left my old man at your parents' house. You can handle his care now.
What the hell? That's completely out of line. You're beyond outrageous. You know my parents are out of town setting up their new store. The house is empty. How could you do this?
Well, duh. Jane lives there. So of course, she knows everything about the situation. Besides, there's no way I could pull off such a bold plan if your parents were around, right? You must have figured that much out.
Unbelievable. You left your dad alone knowing there was no one to take care of him? What kind of person does that?
Relax. I locked him inside the house so he can't go anywhere. Problem solved.
Why do you even have a key to my parents' house? This whole thing is unacceptable.
Jane gave it to me. Part of the plan, you know?
Even if you're an in-law, giving you the key without asking is unacceptable. Wait, was sending me to the salon just a way to buy time for all this?
Ding ding, you got it. Think of it as my farewell gift to you. You're welcome.
You're absolutely disgusting. I've reached my limit with your insensitivity.
Anyway, where did you hide my old man's cash card? I've searched the entire house and it's nowhere to be found.
How would I know? I have no reason to hide it in the first place.
You must have stolen it. There's no other explanation for why it's missing.
What are you even saying? I would never do something like that. Stop accusing me.
Then ask my dad directly about it. That's your job, isn't it? Oh, and by the way, I'm heading off on a pre-wedding trip with Jane. While I'm gone, pack up all your stuff and get out of the house.
What the hell? You have money to go on a trip but can't provide for household expenses? Do you really think such absurdity will fly?
You've got 5 days while I'm away to finish everything. If I come back and your stuff is still there, I'll throw it all into garbage bags and toss it out myself. Hey, you remember what I told you, right? Today's the deadline. I'll be back tomorrow. You better be out of the house by then.
Yeah, I'm out.
Good. Now I can come back without any issues. So, where's my dad's cash card?
I couldn't find it.
Useless woman, as always. Hurry up and get it from him.
That's impossible. Because he...
What? Did something happen to him? You're not hiding something, are you? Wait, don't tell me. Is he finally gone?
Yes, sadly.
Seriously? Wow, this is amazing news. Honestly, I didn't think he'd kick the bucket so soon. This seals the deal. My life is officially set. All the inheritance is mine, and I can do whatever I want.
How can you feel nothing when your own father has passed away? Can't you at least pretend to be sad?
Not at all. I'm so happy I feel like dancing right now. I could do a little celebratory jig to mark the occasion.
You're absolutely disgusting. Do you even realize how rotten you are as a person?
Huh? Are you trying to stand up to me now? Don't think I'll just sit back and take it.
I'm not staying silent anymore. I'm done putting up with you.
Don't get cocky just because my dad is gone. You may think you're free now, but when I get back, you're going to regret it.
What are you planning to do?
Well, first, I'll beat you to a pulp and vent all my anger. I'll make sure you're black and blue before I'm done. Brace yourself.
Oh, how terrifying. But do you really think you can do that?
What the hell did you just say? Are you mocking me? After that, I'll lock you in the house and make you work as my slave for the rest of your life. Forget about freedom. It won't exist for you anymore.
That's not going to happen.
Why not? Nothing's impossible. I'm a man of my word.
Oh, really? But isn't it hard to lock me up when you're currently homeless? Where do you plan to lock me in?
Huh? What are you talking about? Have you completely lost your mind?
I'm perfectly sane. Because, you see, your dad's still alive.
What? But you just said he passed away.
That was just his idea. He said he wanted to see how you'd react if you thought he was dead. It was all a test.
What a lame excuse. You're seriously that dumb? There's no way a senile old man would come up with something like that.
Well, it turns out his senility was just an act.
Uh-huh.
He said you kept begging for money, so he pretended to be senile.
Yeah, right. Even when I took him to your parents' house, he didn't resist.
That's because he already knew.
Knew what?
He overheard you and Jane talking on the phone. After that, he apologized to my parents and proposed this plan to free me from you.
Wait, your parents are in on this too?
Yep. Your dad figured out you and Jane would be gone for a week on that trip, so he decided to wrap everything up while you were away.
You're kidding.
After I got your message, I rushed to my parents' house and found out everything there.
Unbelievable.
But thinking back, it all makes sense now.
What does?
Your dad only gave vague, senile responses to you, but to me, he'd say, "Thank you for everything. Don't worry about me. Just go ahead and get a divorce. I'm sorry for everything. Every day without fail."
Hold on. What about my inheritance? The large sum?
There's no way you're getting that. In fact, you'll be the one paying.
What? Fine. I can accept not getting anything, but why the hell would I have to pay?
Because you cheated. Paying alimony is the least you can do. On top of that, you owe me the savings I had before we got married, and compensation for the life you forced on me, like not even letting me go to the doctor.
Are you kidding me? There's no way I'm paying you all that.
Then we'll settle it in court.
If you take this to court, I'll make sure you can never show your face in public again. If you don't want that, then give me 200 grand.
Have you lost your mind?
I married an ugly woman like you and put up with 16 years of marriage. That's worth some compensation, don't you think?
Wow, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
What did you just say?
Do you really think you can get away with something so outrageous? In this conversation alone, you've threatened me 3 times and demanded money. That's extortion, and I'll be reporting it to the police.
Wait, hold on. You don't have to take it that far. That's too much. What are you trying to do? Ruin my life?
If I don't, you'll never understand the severity of what you've done. I'm just doing what needs to be done.
Fine. I was wrong about everything. I'll never do anything like this again, so please, don't bring the police into this. Let's just talk things through. I'll come home tomorrow. Please, just wait until then.
Too bad, but you no longer have a home to return to.
What are you talking about? My dad's house is still there.
Oh, really? That house is being put up for sale.
No. Are you serious?
Absolutely. Out of respect for your dad's wishes, my parents are taking care of it. You won't get to do as you please anymore.
Are you kidding me? You and your parents are heartless. Don't you see how cruel it is to take away a house from a man who needs care? That's inhuman.
You have no right to say that. You refused to care for your own dad and were just waiting for him to pass away so you could get his money. And for your information, this was entirely his decision.
No freaking way. You're lying.
I don't need to lie. Your dad has decided to move into a senior care facility, so there's nothing to worry about on that front.
Then what about me?
Well, looks like homelessness is in your future.
This can't be real. Why is this happening to me?
It's called consequences. You're reaping what you sowed.
Hold on. I admit I was wrong. Please, give me another chance. Let's not go through with the divorce.
What are you saying now? I'm already talking to my lawyer, so it's going forward as planned.
Stop it. I swear I'll change. I won't ever do anything like I did again.
Stop with your nonsense. Do you have any idea how selfish you sound? You're absolutely the worst.
Honey, do you really feel that way about me?
Yes, with all my heart. All I feel toward you is resentment. Go rot in hell.
How can you say that to your husband? You've lost your mind.
You're my ex-husband-to-be now. You're just the guy I know. Oh, and about Jane? She probably got close to you for money.
That's a lie.
Believe it or not, that's up to you. But here's a heads up. Both your dad and my parents have decided to cut ties with you and Jane completely. Make sure she gets the message. Well then, goodbye.
Wait, you can't just leave it like this. Why do I have to go through this?
Oh, let me tell you why. Your king of the castle rules don't work anymore. That era is over. You'd better prepare yourself to live on your own. Don't expect any pity or support from me or your dad. No matter how much you regret it, It's none of my concern anymore. I'll be focusing on my own happiness now. Something you took away from me for far too long.
Liz, don't be so cold.
Cold? Do you really think you have the right to say that? We'll never see each other again. Bye. Adam's life spiraled into ruin following a hefty alimony charge. The debt he incurred to pay it off made it impossible for him to maintain a decent lifestyle. At first, he relied on friends, but his terrible personality caused them to leave him one by one. When news of his abuse against me and his affair with my sister reached his colleagues, it was the final nail in the coffin. He became ostracized within the company, and even his boss lost faith in him. He eventually couldn't bear it, leading to his resignation. His pride was his downfall. Initially, he boasted, "I'll only take jobs that suit my level," but reality hit hard. He ended up working part-time jobs, constantly complaining, "I don't belong in a place like this." Inevitably, his poor attitude led to trouble, and he was fired from multiple positions. Now he lives under constant harassment from debt collectors. At first, he tried to keep up with payments, but as time went on, he defaulted and eventually fled to the countryside to escape. In his new environment, he tries to keep a low profile, eking out a living with sporadic day labor jobs. Meanwhile, my sister Jane faced her own downfall. After being cut off by her parents, she initially sought refuge with Adam, but when she realized he had no money, she quickly left him. She tried clinging to other men for support, but everyone kept their distance. It seems the life of taking advantage of others finally caught up with her. As for me, I'm living a peaceful and fulfilling life. I found a job I enjoyed and am surrounded by supportive friends and family. The words of gratitude and the money left to me by my ex-father-in-law have become my treasures. I've decided not to touch the money, keeping it safe for any unforeseen circumstances. From now on, I'm focusing solely on my own happiness and embracing the life I've regained.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.